How nice is it to be back at this historic venue?
Oh well, it's a great venue and it's looking better all the time. I got to say, with the new stand and all that, and the way it is a lot different to what it was in the 60s when I first started playing here, when the hill was right over there, and all the other things, the Sheridan stand, and well, they were great days too. But I think they've done a magnificent job here on this ground, and I sort of encourage everyone to come out and have a look at it and see what a great venue it is.
It's a very special round, the Men of League Heritage Round, and there's a great rivalry between the two clubs. What do you remember most about going head to head with the Dragons?
Well, we were both two of the top teams, and right through my career here. And when I played here, St George were always up near the top, and so was South. So it was always a tough match whenever we played each other. And I think I would go back to the 1965 grand final when there was 78,000 people here. They were on the roofs. They were on the ground. They let them come out onto the ground. They pushed the gates. The crowd pushed the gates down to get in, because they wanted to see, because South had beat St George a couple of times through the year, and we were a team of young guys, and St George had all their legends playing, and people thought and they'd won it at that stage. They'd won it 10 times in a row, so they thought this was the year that they were going to that St George were going to get toppled. So that brought a lot more people. It was a good reason to come out to the grand final, and that's why there was such a huge crowd.
Would you say that was one of your most fond memories of your battles against the Dragons?
Oh, I would say so, yeah. It was probably, that was a great one, and probably I played again in '71 when we beat St George. Yeah. So that was a fond memory too, I've got to say. Yeah.
20 premierships, the most in the competition. It's a great effort by South Sydney and such a proud club.
It is a great effort, and they are such a proud club. They've always, no matter where they're running in the comp, that it was always a hard afternoon to play South, and I think that they're going for a little bit of a hiccup now, but I'm sure Michael Maguire has got the credentials to be able to fix it, and I'm sure they will fix it. It's just one of those. They got away to a good start, but now they've had 3 bad matches, and they've got to have to get their mind back on the game, I think, and stop dropping the ball. So, yeah.
We spoke with John Sutton inside earlier. He's going to become the most capped player for the club. That's quite an achievement, and at this historic ground, what better place to celebrate that?
Oh, fantastic! John's been a great servant to the Rabbits, and to see him to be the top, play the most number of games is good. And he's taking it off an old mate of mine, the great Bob McCarthy, who was a fantastic player for the Rabbits, and it's probably, and I know he'd be very happy to see a great player like John Sutton take it off him. Yeah.
You formed quite a combination with McCarthy back in the day. How would you compare your attacking style to the attacking style we see now in the Rabbitohs, in some of those young guys that are in the halves there?
Well, it's like the game's changed so much, and with the replacement rule, and makes them a little bit fresher, I think. But under the current rules, it's and Bobby would have been a great player under any rule, and he would have been a great player today. I'm sure of that, he was a great player in them days, and he'd be a great player today, and I'm sure, I don't know whether he'd scored 100 tries. I think he scored 100 and something tries, so I don't know whether he'd have done that, but I'm sure he'd be up there somewhere.
And how do you feel watching the style of play now and the young players at Souths that are there, Adam Reynolds and Dylan Walker?
Yeah, I think they're all good players. I mean, there's stars coming through. Probably I like the forwards better. I mean, Sam Burgess, I'm a fan of Big Sammy's, and the other Burgess boys. They seem to be going good. They've got a great pack of forwards, South, and they just need to play and realise that. And I'm sure they do, but I'm just saying they want to play to that standard.
It'll be a tough one against the Dragons, who are going really well this season.
Will be a tough afternoon for them, yeah, which they always are. There's never an easy game, but it'll be a really tough game. Yeah.
Was it nice for you to be here today to also rub shoulders with one of your traditional rivals, but also teammate from the international team?
Oh yeah, old Chang, he's going along all right. I see him a bit, and it's not as if I don't see him. I see him around, everywhere, and he's a great player, Chang, and it's great to see him still getting around and looking pretty healthy.
And you'll definitely be out here this weekend showing your support?
I'm coming out, I'm going to come out and have a look and see how it goes. It should be another fine game. I mean, South need to lift, and I'm sure they will.
And a great round as well to recognise what the men of league do.
Yeah, we like this round. It's a great round, and the men of league heritage round, and every year now for about the last 5 years we've been able to celebrate that's a celebration of the men of league as well as rugby league, of what we do in the community, how we help people who have fallen on hard times, and we do. I think we do a great job in doing that, and all the other things that we do besides just help people who have fallen on hard times.
If people want to know a little more about Men of League or even contribute themselves, how do they do that?
Well, our website is www.menofleague.com, and they can look that up and find out if they want to join the organisation. Well, look, we're completely open to anyone who wants to join, as long as you're a rugby league supporter. You don't have to be a star player or anything like that. We have a lot of ladies, Dawn Fraser I think is a member, and people like that. Anyone can join as long as you want to. Just be a contributor to the Men of League.